Yo, what's going on today, guys? It's Sam, better known as Samito, and I'm here with the man, Lyte. Plays for FlyQuest. Lyte, introduce yourself yet again. We go way back to our old Triumph days and Contenders.
Yeah,
long
back
time.
in Overwatch 1 and Goats meta. Yeah.
Times,
like Sam said, I'm Lyte, current pro player for FlyQuest, and I hope you guys enjoy some of the insights that we're going to bring y'all for this tier list.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Dude, honestly, Season 2 has been much better than I expected. Way better than Season 1, thank God. A lot of big shifts here, some new characters and S-tier guys, so get ready for that. Do you guys have some bad habits that you're looking to drop? Because I know a couple buddies that do struggle with vaping and are looking for a more healthy alternative to get away from nicotine because of all the effects that nicotine has. Well, I've got something for you guys that's pretty cool. Foom is a great alternative to stopping vaping and finding a more healthy alternative that doesn't have the nicotine, because nicotine can affect you in a lot of different ways. And if you don't want to deal with that, but you still want things that have good flavors, like they got a good crisp mint flavor, keep your breath nice and fresh, Foom is the place to go for you. We've got a good deal for you guys. Everything you need will be on screen or in the description, and you guys know how these brand deals work. They help out the channel. We pay for our channel managers, and it's how we can put out the content that you guys love to consume on a day-to-day basis. So a big shout out to Foom for sponsoring today's video. Again, get that crisp mint flavor down below. No nicotine involved. If you're looking to get a different, more healthy alternative that doesn't have the nicotine in it, they are the place to go. So shout out to those guys for sponsoring today's video. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all next time. We'll start with Adam, dude. I think Adam's way worse than he was. If I'm like, that soul bond nerf was huge, but like, where do you rank him at then? Like, that team up, is the team up still in the game? I don't think it is, right? It definitely is. Is the Adam team
I think he's the Guardian Revival team is still in the game. Now, the only thing they nerfed was his Link, and I talked to Zealous, who's our Adam player, and he was telling me that most of the time that nerf doesn't matter because you're only getting one Link per fight anyways. And then they changed his ult as well to where it's less effective on squishies but more effective on tanks. But that doesn't really matter either, because if you're playing Adam correctly, you're hiding and then you're ulting, and then if you're in a good spot, the enemy team won't have enough time to contest you before everybody's full healed anyways, or at least out of lethal range. So I think both of the nerfs were, I don't want to say inconsequential, because they will matter in some situations. But I think that his strength is relatively the same. Like, if you still have Star-Lord and you still have Mantis and you still have Adam on the same team, it's still the best team up in the game for sure. So I would still put Adam under coordinated play and like high A, maybe low S.
I think I'll put him in A.
Probably B.
I'd say B in ranked. Like, I haven't seen many Adams get value, but we'll put him in A just because I think that's probably closer to his true value, right? But for you average players out there, like, I think that you need to build a comp around this guy. I barely saw him at all today. Barely. And they aren't efficient with their cooldowns either. They won't save their cooldowns. They'll waste them all the time. So that longer cooldown, I think, is going to hurt lower end players much more than high. I think he's still solid, but again, you've got to get to the places where you can build the comp around them to really get that value. Boy.
For sure.
This will be fun. Black Panther. Where would you put? I still think he's donkey doo-doo.
He's still, donkey. Yeah, he's just horrible. He's just arguably the worst DPS in the game, especially after Scarlet got this team up and Mr. F got all those buffs too.
I put him in Tickle Monster tier. How's that?
Yeah. I think we haven't gone through all of them, but I think he might be the worst DPS in the game.
He might be. We'll get to him. We'll order these towards the end. So yeah, I think Panther, he's just, again, he just doesn't, his resources and his ability to go in are so finite. Like, obviously, if people are isolated, you can go for kill combos and stuff. He's just not efficient to play. And if you want to pick good characters in this game, the best heroes are always the most consistent heroes, almost always.
And he's hard to play too.
He's so difficult.
That's like the problem. It's like, it's not like Scarlet where she's bad but easy to play. Like, he's very hard to play and is also bad.
2-for-1 special, we call that.
Yeah,
we'll leave him there. D tier, Tickle Monster tier, Black Panther. He might be on his own because we do have some cool, exciting buffs coming in other characters. All right. I still think Black Widow is at lowest B tier. At lowest B tier.
Absolutely.
So I think I'll keep her in B, but where would you put her?
I think B is fine. Yeah, I think for most players, she's going to be B. Even if you're bad at her, like, she just exudes so much pressure just for being on the map. And it's like, every character that you think that can 1v1 her is going to have a hard time because of that kick and that stun. And they just buffed it, too, to where she can shoot faster after she stuns you.
Yeah,
so
gotta be B tier. If anywhere, she's higher, I think. If anywhere.
If your name is Poise or, like, Pearl X, or any of the other Widow one tricks on ladder, like she's definitely A tier, 100%.
Yeah.
Give her a Mantis on Clintar, she's S tier.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Like the good Widows, like she's A tier, but for average players, I'd say B tier for sure. Now
Yeah,
this will be
yeah.
fun. So where are you gonna put Hulk post his changes? I think he's very solid, and that team up with Namor, I think that actually like makes him better, if that makes sense. Like I know he lost it with Strange, but I don't know. I see him banned fairly consistent, not as much as season 0, but still, I think he's solid. Like maybe B or A tier. Like I don't think he's S though. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think Hulk is tricky. Hulk is like, he's got to be A tier, because last time I think we ranked him B, and I think he's low A just because of his buffs alone, but he still has the same problems where he's really hard to play, and he kind of just dies.
He's
Like,
much more
if you just
killable than
shoot
some of the
him-
other tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you just shoot him, and then he's just gone, and all the
And
other
you want to know what
meta
else?
DPS just shred him. Yeah, what's up?
Dude, have you ever played Iron Fist into Hulk?
Yeah.
Absolute
I mean,
domination.
yeah.
So
I mean, he
much
just can't
damage. He
play the
can't
game.
ult. He
Yeah,
can't
he just
ult.
can't
He
play.
cannot ult. If Hulk ults, I'm popping my ult and I am destroying him. He can't do
Yeah,
anything.
he just can't play, yeah.
So he just can't play the game.
And then you just block, like you just react with your block to his clap, and it's guaranteed
Indeed.
full shields for you too.
Yep,
So
yeah. So like a lot of counters though, but he's still solid. Like a great enabler for Iron Man as well as Namor now with the team up
Yeah.
going from Luna to Namor.
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So Cap. I've seen a lot more Cap. He's so tanky. He is so tanky. But I think the problem that you had with him last time was that he couldn't actually get anything done. Like, I don't know where to rank Cap, to be honest with you.
Okay, yeah, Cap is tricky. Like I've seen a lot of different sentiments about Cap. A lot of my teammates think he's really, really good. I don't know if he's good in pro play yet. We haven't tried him, and I haven't seen anybody try him. But in ranked, I think it'd be disingenuous to put him lower than B tier.
I was going to say B tier as well.
I think he has to be at least B tier.
He's not, like, for how much survivability he has, he's not, like, you can't rank a hero that can survive that long, like, in the trash tier. Because that is value. It might not be hard carry, and there are quite a few Caps getting enormous value. And he's hard as hell to kill, man. I can't kill the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Cap, I think
Who knows?
give it a couple of weeks when we do this tier list again towards the end of the mid-season. We'll have like a pretty good idea of where he stands. But for now, I think B tier is fine for him. But he could go up or down just depending on how everybody settles.
Yeah, it could go up or down. I think B is an appropriate rating for the interim. Now, Cloak and Dagger. I'd have to think about this. I mean, I really don't think they're that great anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the change that she had where she can, like, all of her fields last the same duration, because before it would be you dash 4 times and then each of them would have their own
Go
individual
one away,
timer
yeah.
of 8 seconds. But now all of them wear off after the last one wears off. So technically, like,
it's a buff.
the first
technically.
one lasts the longest because it comes out first, right?
Yeah.
So with that change, I think that moves her from D to C, but like we're talking bottom C. And the reason is because Magneto is still
Hard counters.
probably the best tank, if not the second best tank.
Mhm.
Hard counters her. And Hawkeye being way better.
Dude, Hawkeye, I cannot wait to
Hawkeye just-
Hawkeye.
yeah,
we'll get to him in 2 turns. We'll get to Hawkeye in 2 turns. But I agree with you on Cloak. Like, not like a very solid starter hero in the metal ranks. Like, but Cloak is
Yeah.
like the Scarlet Witch of supports. She does have utility, or they do have utility. Like you can fade your team, all this stuff. But I think the other supports just do it a little bit easier, and they aren't conditional. Like if your
I mean,
teammates shoot,
even-
they're out of it. You know?
Yeah, even Rocket Punisher just hard counters her, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Punisher and like Torch and stuff like that because just how good Rocket is. And if you just Punisher ult and Rocket ult when Cloak ult, she just dies. Like the cast
Yeah,
just ends
yeah.
and she's just dead.
Yeah.
There's just nothing more iconic than Cloak and Dagger dying out of her ult.
It's
And that's
very
the
funny.
problem.
It's very funny.
Like-
I'm not complaining. When Cloak was meta and really good, the game was terrible. So
Yeah, it was.
like it actually was awful season 1. So that's where Cloak and
Yeah.
Dagger should be. All right, now this will be a cool one. Doctor Strange. He's definitely worse in my opinion, but he's not
Oh,
bad.
100%.
I don't think
Oh,
he's
I mean-
bad. Like I think he's like A or B tier. I'm not sure.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think right now, if I see a Lord Cap on my team, I'd rather see that than a Strange.
I'm putting him in B tier. I watched so many Stranges explode. And he lost his team up with Hulk too. He just explodes. He's still solid, but he's not terrible. But he's definitely not Magneto. Nowhere close
Well,
to
his
Magneto.
problem. Okay, so if other things were better in this game, he would be better. But Strange's problem is his shield is finite, unlike Magneto's. Like he
Yeah.
can't survive Rocket Punisher.
Or
He can't
Hawkeye ult.
survive.
Hawkeye ult now.
Hawkeye,
I ripped a Strange in half today. Ripped him in half. And I literally said, out loud, I said, "Oh my god, nasty."
He just gets shredded by high damage comps, and he can't get in range to do his burst. And then even if you do, your ult doesn't kill through Trank anymore, and that is such a massive nerf to Strange.
Which ult?
His Agamotto.
Which ult are you talking? Which ult is Trank?
All of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So sorry, Trank is
it's
just
a reference to Overwatch.
Term.
You know, it's like this Zenyatta ult in Overwatch made like 300 healing per second or something like that. So like you get it.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is every defensive ult being Mantis, Invisible Woman, Luna, Cloak and Dagger, like all of them before, if Strange ulted, the damage from the burst would hit twice. And it's amplified. It would hit like the person and their soul, and the damage is also amplified. So you could just kill someone 100 to 0 if you had 100 charge, but you can't do that anymore.
Interesting. Good to know. So the damage nerfs really didn't matter. That's a huge breakpoint changer for him because
a massive
why is Mag the best tank in the game? We'll get to Magneto, no surprise here, is that his ult can pierce the support ults. And really, what this game comes down to a lot is which heroes can kill through support ults and which ones can't, because that's usually how Rivals goes. All right. Groot. I still think Groot is insane. I still think Groot is so good. I'm putting him S tier, undoubtedly.
I just can't believe that he just didn't get nerfed. It's kind of like them buffing Hela.
Yeah, I think average players struggle. Like, he has a learning curve to him, and not everyone's just going to pick him up and instantly get enormous value. But when you do, holy shit, a perfect setup can enable killing through support ults, like insane survivability, like the damage from walls are nasty, like Groot, man. I think he's so fucking good. I don't even think there's a conversation there. And the next do you even want to say anything about Groot, or just he's broken? He's just OP. Insane.
Yeah, he's just OP.
He's just OP. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. Hawkeye, dude. To me, though, the ult buff to Hawkeye, S tier, bro. He's fucking nasty. Am I crazy? Like, in ranked at least, dude, the shit I was doing on Hawkeye today with my ult is almost guaranteed to be lethal now. Like, Strange ripped him. Insane.
Yeah, I think Hawkeye is minimum A tier. You could argue for S. I don't think he's S personally. After playing him myself and playing against him too, like, he's very good.
You're right. He's A tier, and I'll let you finish, and I'll say why.
But the reason he's S tier or he's not S tier is he's gated by Venom and Psylocke.
That's what I was gonna. Psylocke, dude. Psylocke is so much like the. And we'll get to Psylocke. I'm actually kind of excited to talk about Psylocke because holy fuck, that team up hint is very fucking good.
Hela gates him too.
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and put Hela in S tier, dude. Like,
Iron Fist too. Iron Fist too.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about him. We'll talk about both of them. Hela, I just put her in S tier. I don't even think that there's a conversation to have.
Yeah,
about
I mean
this.
they buff the best hero in the game. Move on.
Yeah, move on. Nothing else to say. Like the fact the stun comes back even faster is way more valuable than the bird being 3 seconds. Way.
And the right click does more damage.
The right click does more damage. They straight up crazy that they buffed her, but here we are. Actually, I'm kind of glad they did in some ways, and we'll talk about that too as we get to some of the other characters towards the bottom of this list. Iron Fist, dude, I'll tell you what. I played him more today. 10-second kick. Same damage as Squishies, which is frustrating, but very good against tanks. He's at worst B tier, but I think he might be A tier.
He's definitely A tier.
I think he's A tier.
100%. Like 100%. Like the Iron Fist players, like all the one tricks that are coming out, like Flame and Pizza and Trixel, and like every single time that I see them in a game, they're just taking over on this character, and that just tells me that he's just good.
He is good now. He's like it was bad. It was bad last season, but. There's only one thing I don't like about him. It's hard to control him in ult now because he's fucking flying around everywhere. But dude, like there were a couple times today where I was playing him, and I like you know how like I've been playing this game long enough. You've been playing long enough to like know when you made the right play or did everything you could do on a character, and you're like, I just did everything I could do. Like there was a bunch of times last season where I do that on Iron Fist, but like I did everything I could do on the hero, but like I just don't have enough power.
Output.
I just don't have the output to do it. Now there were a couple times today where I 1v5'd, and I was like, he's here.
No, Iron Fist, you can play him pretty much anywhere that you want to, but his niche and like where he's really good at is into low damage comps.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. So if you're playing into triple support or triple tank specifically, like those two situations, I think that's when he shines and becomes an S tier hero, because if the enemy team doesn't have the damage to force you out, and you can get like a full duration of your empowered punches, you just stay in. And you will just,
you'll farm, and like you'll get back to your CDs immediately. And like when I have a Luna that's putting resources in me, my uptime is insane. because my uptime is insane. So Iron Fist, like, absolutely A tier. I'm loving it. No McDonald's. I'll take it, right? I'll take the Iron Fist A tier. Now, here's an interesting one. Iron Man. He's definitely a bit better. Like, I've seen, like, more niche spots where he pops up, but he's definitely not a top-tier DPS. Definitely not.
No.
I mean, like, C or B tier to me. Where would you put him?
got told some horror stories about where amazing on Iron Man and how he's getting some work done on this hero.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's just, like, the only one that I've heard about or seen doing anything, I think he's still probably D tier, maybe low C, but I'm curious to know what his opinion of the hero would be.
I kind of want to put him in B tier.
I just can't. And I don't think Iron Man is better than Cloak and Dagger or Panther. Like, he's just like...
I think, here's why I think he is. I think he is because I've seen him on a couple maps with Hulk comps. The problem is Hulk banned or not? If Hulk's not banned and you're playing a Hulk comp, he's B tier. If you're not playing a Hulk comp, he's C tier. I'll put him in C tier because you can't guarantee the team up. That's what we'll do.
Yeah. I mean, the problem, too, is, like, with how good Psylocke is and how good...
true. I forgot about Psylocke.
Psylocke and Hela and Rocket Punisher and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like,
you're right. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
Human
right.
Torch.
Human Torch, because of all those, not even worth talking about. You're right. Absolutely C tier. Not D tier, but definitely C tier. I think Jeff is fucking C tier this season. I think Jeff is dog shit. I think he's terrible. Like, Hawkeye's better.
He's the same spot.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's in the same spot last tier list. He's horrible if it's just 2-2-2, but he's good if you have a Luna on your team and you're playing triple support. If you have Luna on your team and you're playing like Loki, Luna, Rocket, or something like that, or sorry, if you're playing like, what would the comp be? I guess it would be Luna, Jeff, and whatever other support you want to. Probably Rocket, but maybe Loki.
Yeah.
Then he goes A tier, but outside of those situations, then yeah, he's horrible.
Yeah, sure, agreed. All right. I still think Loki is very, very good.
Yeah, I'm just put the next two in S tier.
Yeah, let's just save everybody
5
time.
seconds on lamp, like who cares,
yeah,
bro?
It doesn't matter.
You want to know a more detailed explanation of our thoughts on those characters? Go check the last video. That's just the best support in the game. Some people think it's Luna, but I think it's Loki.
It's Loki. He's so good.
You have the best ult in the game and the best defensive cooldown.
Yeah,
like nothing has changed.
It's like, again, insta copy of support busted. Can insta use Luna Snow ult, insane. Like, nothing else to really say. Insane utility. The nerfs to these characters were slaps on the wrist. They're still absolutely top notch.
I think Loki specifically is the most Overwatch 2 support in this game. Or if you're a DPS playing against Loki, you have no chance of ever killing him if he has lamp up and there's no skill to require on his part. He just presses the E button and he's full HP.
Yeah, you have to cycle some CDs to even get the chance.
Yeah, especially like if he has clones up too. If you're a DPS, you can't
you have to break
clones or break them.
You have to break them.
As Iron Fist, like you can't do anything into Loki. He just laughs at you and then lamps.
Yep. Gotta mischief. Lore accurate, honestly. Lore accurate.
Yeah, it's just Kiriko. She just laughs at you and throws a bell at her feet, and you have no chance.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Now, I think Magik definitely fell off a bit with what is better. This
character's horrible.
I think Magik is like B tier or C tier.
I think she's D tier. I think she's D tier, bro. I think that character is horrible.
I think with Psylocke's replacement, did she lose a team? She lost Psylocke in her team up too, which could have helped her quite a bit actually this season. We can rank her down here again. I think like with Hawkeye and Hela, and Hela's buffs, like
even
Bucky,
bro.
Bucky's still
Bucky
good.
Just makes her unplayable.
Yeah, even with all the buffs she got.
Too, and
yeah.
Just every hero counters this hero. You can't do anything.
Yeah, she's not. With what targets are on the map now, as well as like a lot of the other things that are excelling. Like she fell off. Yeah, Torch. The Flyers are very good too.
Yeah.
So she's very, very bad. Tickle monster tier with Black Panther. Okay. Magneto, dude. I mean, LeBron.
Yep.
Current LeBron. Like, dude, like his old the TikToks are all there of LeBron dunking, and it's Magneto. Like, they're all funny. Tell everybody why Mag is so good.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really changed about him. They nerfed his ult charge, which was like fine. Like, that's a good nerf, but it's not enough. It's not nearly enough, especially with the new Emma team up. So for those who don't know, if you have Emma Mag and you are the Mag, if you use the team up, you can double shield. And if you use the team up and you bubble somebody, you also bubble yourself.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, he might as well have just gotten buffed. Like, he's just unreal character. He can deal with Rocket Punisher. He can deal with high damage comps. He's the only answer in the game to Groot Torch as well, because he can eat the Torch's tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he shuts down DPS and that's really, really important because of how good DPS are in this game. So
yeah, and DPS
I think he's
especially
only second to Groot.
better. Yeah, absolutely S tier, absolute beast. I just ordered my hibachi too. Perfect timing, right? Like you cover for me. I appreciate it. I got steak and scallop. I want the extra protein. Mantis, I think, has had a pretty bad fall off as time's gone on. I think she's B tier. Like, I don't think she's bad, but she's situational. I think she's bottoms of the supports. Am I crazy? Or especially with the health nerf to her too, where like, well, they let her. They changed the healing mechanic, but like her output is already so much harder to get out of post season 0 compared to like Luna and Loki and all that shit. That I just don't. I can't rank her higher than that. With an Adam comp, I think she's A or S tier. Adam triple support, she's S tier. But if you aren't running Adam triple support, I don't think she's a great support to play right now.
Definitely not. No, I think B is fine. I think the health nerfs were more impactful than like the stacking mechanic that they added.
Absolutely, 100%. Honestly, they gave her the treatment they should have given Hela, and they gave Hela the treatment they should have given Mantis.
Yeah, most players aren't going to be able to even put like a fraction of the potential output that this character can do because like
headshots.
She just has so much potential. If you're hitting headshots and you're constantly like refreshing your heals and your damage boost, like she can really do a lot. But she's just so hard to play when you could just pick Luna or Loki and just shoot the ground or your teammates.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this will be a fun one. Moon Knight. Okay, I think he's better.
He's better. Yeah.
I don't think he's top tier, but he's definitely better.
Nowhere close.
Like C tier, B tier. Where would you put him? Groot's good. He plays well with Groot, but
I think low B. Like,
low B.
So close to
and
C.
if Groot dropped, I would put him like in C for sure. I remember people talked about how he was like the best DPS in the game. I'm like, he's fun and his mechanics are cool, but he's definitely not the fucking best DPS in the game. Well, everybody, dude, when I played a bunch of Moon Knight Season 0, and everybody was saying he was broken and stuff, and I was like, guys, like he loses everything. He loses every duel. He's just good when you guys clump up and run down. It's like being like Genji's OP because of deflect. It's like, well, you're fucking shooting it constantly, and you're walking
the problem with Moon Knight is like, in order to get the bonus health, you have to hit the right click. But sometimes, like, the right click isn't going to bounce if they're not grouped. And if you're playing against characters that give you a hard time, it's hard to, like, if you're playing against a Psylocke or a Spider-Man, like, you're just not going to be able to play the game. You're not going to have fun. Venom eats you alive,
I think I got to put him in C tier thinking about it, honestly.
Like, there's just too many things in this game. It's like Iron Man. Like, you could be good if everything that was good against you was banned or not played. And
your team filled around you, but you're not going to get that consistently. And what is key? Consistency, people. Consistency. Yeah. So we'll drop him down to C tier. Okay, interesting one here too. How was Namor affected by losing that Luna team up and having it swap? I think he's a little bit worse.
He's worse. He's definitely worse. The Gamma Squid is worse than the Blue Squid.
Well, but he's still A tier, I think. He's very good into Psylocke. You think he's S tier still?
Yeah. Yeah, still. 100%. I think he's number 3 in the DPS.
And I agree, 4. Mainly because of Psylocke. Mainly because of Psylocke. Like Psylocke, and we're going to get to her after Peni Parker, but we'll shelf Namor for now, and we'll bring Namor back into the discussion when we get to Psylocke here. Peni had some big changes. I've seen that the Peni LTPs are getting it scares me, right? Because you know how you see the one tricks getting cheekier and cheekier with their bullshit mechanics that they use to play these niche heroes, and it's like fucking hell, like that's really annoying. And they slowly buff the character, and then all of a sudden it's like they'll never lose in ranked. I still don't think Penny's crazy, but I think she's definitely a bit better. Like mid as fuck, in my opinion. Mid as fuck. Where do you have her?
Yeah, her problem is like, look at the characters in D tier, like Magik and Panther, which are some of her best matchups.
Yeah.
Like if Magik Panther were better, then she would be better. Like if Spider-Man was better, she would be better. Her place in this game is always contingent on how good the melee dive heroes are, or just melee heroes in general. And because melee heroes aren't great in comparison to characters with guns, she's not good either. Like she's good in Iron Fist. I guess that's a good matchup, but that character isn't even that common either.
Yeah, so
but she's just so hard countered by like everything that has range damage. So.
Yeah, and she's so difficult to play. Uphill battle playing her. C tier probably or B.
Yeah, I think all the buffs did was make it to where her losing matchups didn't hurt as bad, but they're still bad. Yeah. And like you're just wasting your time on this character when you could be playing something else.
Yeah, okay. Agreed. Oh, I got a freaking raid notification. Okay. Let's see. Now, Psylocke. I mean, easy S tier, bro. Fucking nasty. That team up, disgusting. And the ult build so fast. Am I crazy, or is that ult just getting chunked out like out of nowhere? The build rate seems insane.
Yeah. So Psylocke, I said this last patch too, that this character would be broken. I was absolutely right. She and Star-Lord kind of fight for the same spot on a team, and Star-Lord got nerfed, Adam got nerfed. So naturally, like, Psylocke is going to take favor. Also, Hela being buffed to the degree that she is, Human Torch, Hawkeye, like all the meta DPS, she has very, very good matchups into.
Yeah.
That's why she's so good. Like, she could not change, and she could fall out of S tier to A tier. She'll never, ever be below A tier with her current state.
Yeah.
But if they were to, like, rebuff Bucky to the state that he was at, if they were to buff, like Scarlet to a ridiculous degree, or, like, Punisher, if they gave him, like, 300 health or something like that, then she would have a hard time. But I think in her current state with how the game is right now, she's just so good.
And especially, and this brought Namor back up, because Namor is the best Psylocke checker in my opinion, because you just right click her with 2 turrets up or 1 turret up, and then she's getting forced way more. Again, it's consistent. Like there's no margin for error.
Namor is definitely a viable option into her. I think his problem though, like, it's a skill matchup between the two, because Psylocke can very, very easily burst you, and like, she can definitely force your bubble and then kill you right after, or she can just kill you before you like expect it to happen with the new team up. Like,
the new
sometimes
team up is
Namor players
nasty.
will just like sometimes Namor players try to like greed the bubble as long as possible, and sometimes she'll just kill you outright. So
And that's
the
more
Gamma
high
Squid,
end stuff
the
too.
damage
Though.
ramps too. Yeah, like the damage ramps of the Gamma Squid, unlike the blue squid before, and that's problematic for Namor because Psylocke is like a very in and out character. You'll never
I didn't
get the
know that
maximum
it ramps
damage of
over
the Gamma
time. I haven't had a Hulk on my team when I used it. Okay. So and the free squid slowed her too, making it easier to hit her. Okay, so that's better for her this time too. Interesting. So for all you Psylocke players and low SR players, I still would recommend Namor for you guys against her, because if you struggle to hit skill shots, right? But I mean, both of them very, very good. But Psylocke is nasty this season. It's so noticeable.
One more thing too. Like, this is kind of niche, but it'll come up. The Gamma Squid's health is lower than the blue squid, and I haven't tested it. But I think, like, in the past, the blue squid ate 2 slashes of your ult, and I think the Gamma Squid only takes 1.
Yeah.
Which is relevant.
Yeah.
Because that's a break point, so.
Okay. That's a big deal. Psylocke, Psylocke mains are eating good.
Psylocke's nasty,
Punisher. I think I think with the DPS that are, like, he's got a bad matchup into a lot of these DPS that are, like, A tier and, like, fucking S tier. I think he's good, though. Like, he's a solid pick.
I think without Rocket, with the meta DPS in the game, I think he would be like low C tier, maybe even D tier. Like, he's horrible. But if you throw a Rocket and you throw a Groot with him, and you give him like a Sue shield or like a pocket, this character can take over. He actually is like the most volatile hero in the game, where he comes like really good or horrible. So I think that's like definition B tier.
It's textbook B tier. Textbook B tier. He could go up and he can go down, man. Like, he's like the fucking tariffs in the stock market, dude. That shit is gonna be slinging around like a roller coaster, fucking Six Flags in the summer. It's insane.
Yeah, literally.
It's insane.
I mean, he's just, if he wasn't so hard countered by Psylocke and Hawkeye, like even Hela, like anything that outranges him or one shots him, he'd definitely be S tier with how good Rocket is. But B's good for him for now.
Okay, speaking of Rocket, this is gonna be a fun one. I just quick note. I hated the ult change at first, but after playing against it, I'm more okay with it because it breaks consistently. Like, people actually shoot the damn thing now. I had to convince people to shoot it before. I kind of like the changes. Like, I thought I hated them at first. The burst healing, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of. But where I've heard he's really good. Where would you put him?
He's the best support in the game.
Jesus.
100%. 100%.
He's got no downside now. The res.
No downside.
Good team up. Survivability. Now, I will say, his dashes getting nerfed have made him way more killer. Thank God. Yeah. Like, you can actually kill him now, which is why I'm okay with these changes before, because when I tell you, I could be the best Iron Fist player in the fucking world against a plat Rocket, and I couldn't kill him. He could misuse his cooldowns. It wouldn't matter. I couldn't fucking kill him. Now I can. His main downside got covered. His damage amp still lets you kill through some support alts. Burst healing for the team is crazy. I think I was wrong and I jumped the gun. I was too scared and had too much PTSD from all those years of Overwatch, as well as the fucking Cloak and Dagger changes, which really ruined. Like, just if I'm being honest, like the Cloak and Dagger changes ruined the start of season 1 last season. But at least you can break the rocket ult. And dude, have you played Iron Fist against the rocket ult, dude? I delete that shit. I delete it. It's so nice. Rip it in half.
Yeah, it's the thing with Rocket right now is like his amplifier is really, really good, and people are starting to shoot it now, and it's forcing Rocket players to actually think about playing the game, which is great, and like how they want to use their beacons. And it's often the case where if you go second with your Rocket ult, you'll win because your team will already put damage on their Rocket ult, and you can use your damage boost to just delete it. And then you can use the overshields that you generate to like push your advantage to make it harder for them to break yours. So Rocket being meta is definitely like changing the meta for other characters, making them better. Like Torch is really, really good into Rocket because you can break his beacon with your ult so quickly. Iron Fist being better because Rocket is so much better. And you're like one of the few heroes in the game that has like a very, very easy and consistent way of not only killing him, but also breaking his beacon because Iron Fist like tracks him, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry about aiming anything.
And they lost a defensive that outright stops your ult.
And focusing Rocket is super important too because of the res beacon. The res beacon is such an important thing that you have to find a way to deal with if you don't have your own. I think if you're playing a melee hero, you just like you have to kill Rocket or focus Rocket first or find his beacon, but you cannot do anything else.
Agreed, 100%. I think I think he's still fucking insane, and I actually enjoy playing into him more too now, which is crazy.
Loki Rocket is back. It's fucking back from the alpha. It's so good because the Loki copies the rocket, throws the ult, which gives all of your team the shields and the damage boost, and then he throws a res beacon too. So if anybody dies in that 15 seconds, they're just back.
Like Jesus Christ. I don't even want to think about that. Moving on. I don't even want to fucking think about it. All right. Here's a fun one. Scarlet Witch, okay? How much did her changes, especially that team up with... Unfortunately, Strange is worse. If that team up was with Mag or something, like... I think she's better. I don't think she's game-changing, though.
I think she's D tier.
Still? Tickle Monster tier?
I think that character's horrible.
I haven't seen any Witch get value. I saw one guy get value and their team was terrible.
Maybe you could argue
I'll tell you what.
C.
I'm going to put her in C for most players. I think average rank players, are, especially with the Strange, are going to get... And I have seen like in the metal rank. So to be clear... I think she's C, D tier when you get up top. But if you're an average rank player in the metal ranks playing with a Strange, I'll say she's B tier. Like I've seen like a lot of clips of Witches getting a lot more value now. So again, we're going to put her here just because she scales poorly. But if you're not at a point where you have to worry about scaling, she's actually much better in my opinion. I think.
Another thing that's a problem with Scarlet too is like most of the people who are playing Scarlet or who have been playing Scarlet can't aim. I'm sorry, you just can't. And the hitbox on the left click is so forgiving. And these Scarlet players that are trying to use the team up, they're just not hitting anything. Like I played Torch. I played like so much Torch over these past couple days, and every single time I've played against a Scarlet that tries to like dogfight me in the air, they'll pop their team up and just miss everything. It's so funny.
Well, you got that wonky hitbox too on Torch. It's pretty funny.
Just...
Okay. That's a solid rating. We got it figured out. All right.
I think C is fine.
Now, this is your guy right here. Where are you putting Spidey this season?
So, I haven't gotten to play him a lot because I've been practicing a lot of other heroes because of like the shift in the meta.
Most banned character in the game.
Playing against him, I mean, he's really, really annoying to play against. I think he has to be B tier, like minimum B tier.
I would say B tier as well. I think.
Yeah,
he's picked a lot.
Niche. He's really popular naturally just because Spider-Man is a popular hero. But I do think he is really, really good into a lot of the meta heroes, which is like really relevant for him. Like if it's an ideal condition for Spider-Man, I think that you could move him to A tier for sure, assuming that you could pilot him as well. But he's got a good matchup into Hela. He's got an even matchup with Psylocke, even matchup with Iron Fist, even with Hawkeye.
He's worse with Namor Gamma Squid, though, no? Because it tracks him better? Am I crazy? Or I saw somebody say that. I don't know if that's true or not.
No. He's better into Namor. Okay. Like the Gamma Squid, you're so fast on Spider-Man, the damage isn't there, and you're not slowed either, so you can just swing out before the damage comes. You just have to be conscious of where it is.
Got it.
Also, the health is lower, so it takes you less right clicks to break it.
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And I like that. It was too easy. It was too easy, in my opinion.
Namor isn't as good in the Spider-Man before. Also, Bucky being worse is better for him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Squirrel Girl, dude. I like her, honestly.
She's B.
She's solid. She's a solid character to play. Very good into Groot. The team up with Spidey is nuts, and I bullied some kid with that today. They banned my Iron Fist after 2 games in a row of dominating them on Rocket, and I was like, all right, you're fucked up. Webbed him and spawned 4 times, and my Spidey killed him. If you hit the web with the Spidey team up, guaranteed kill. Guaranteed. I actually think it's the strongest team up in the game. Like this, well, not stronger than the Atom Res. The problem is, like, obviously, like the comp is not good. Like Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, you're too weak.
Let me tell you something. I played Squirrel Girl last night on Central Park and just went 29-1 because the conditions for it were perfect. I had a Spider-Man 1 trick on my team. Yeah. He was just not gonna swap. I was playing into a Peni Venom Spider-Man.
Oh,
like the best conditions.
Cake.
And I just took over the lobby. It wasn't even close. My Rocket would bongo and I would ult and I'd kill 4.
Yeah.
And it's just like
the
Rocket damage boost on your ult is unreal. I had the team up. Every single time their Spider-Man would come in or their Psylocke or something like that, they would just get team up snared and just insta-killed, and it's just fire. So, like, she's just like Punisher and Spider-Man and, like, all the other characters in B tier. Like, she's very, very niche, but in the situation she's good, she's very,
she's
very
fucking
good.
S tier in the situation she's good. Nasty character, and I love it, too. Okay, another interesting one. I think definitely fell off for sure. Star-Lord a bit.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's better. Hela's better. Iron Fist is better. Psylocke's a lot better.
Psylocke is good into him, yeah.
So, I mean, I still think he's great. I think he's good. He's good. I think he's a little bit better than, like, the Punishers out there. Maybe low A, high B. Where would you put him? His ult is still crazy.
I'd say low A. Low A for sure. He's still got his strengths. He's still Star-Lord. He's just not, like...
Hello.
If you have Adam and Mag on your team and you are playing the res comp still, he's definitely still S tier, especially like in pro play. For those who don't know, they upped the bans. There are 3 bans and 2 protect per team now. So there is a total of 6 bans in any given game in pro play. So like there's a lot of room for Star-Lord's issues to be banned out. But in ranked, I think oh man, ranked he's actually got to be B tier. It's going to be so rare where you're going to get the resources to
play on, like,
be successful.
Yeah.
And with how common the other like his counters are, and if you're not just like a demon on Star-Lord as well, just kick flipping every important cooldown or shot, you're just gonna have a hard time. So
I still think
probably B tier.
I think I still want to keep him at A just because I think his ult, and you gotta remember his ult is so free in the low ranks. It's so free. It is free.
But they added Emma, and Emma just destroys his ult.
That's true. That's true.
Like Emma and Mag both just completely.
And everybody's perma picking Emma for the skins, dude.
Exactly. Like
we'll drop him down. We'll drop him down. Okay. All right. I think Storm's actually a little bit better because we'll get to Johnny. We'll get to Johnny. Fucking
she's
hell.
Better because of Johnny.
She's better because of Johnny. Maybe like B, like low B, like average. Like I think she's really average.
Let's see. I think low B is fine. I know some people like to play Storm into triple tank, which is good. And obviously you pick it with Johnny in like Groot mirrors or also into triple tank, and it's very good. So I think that's a really high C tier, low B tier for sure. She'd be like B minus.
We'll keep her there. And now I still think Thor is just fucking tickle monster.
They nerfed him. They buffed Hela and nerfed Thor, bro. Like
I think he's just absolute doo doo. It's like I still think Thor should get a rework. Like I don't like all this shit being tied to Thor Force. Like just make Thor Force be some kind of passive and put everything on cooldown. Like I see why they want to make him different, but I think like you don't need to reinvent the wheel on this. You know, like he's still fucking Thor.
Yeah, I think he is the worst hero in the game now. 100%. He was already horrible.
Yeah.
They gave him 50 movement speed in place of like 50 health, I think.
Yeah, but he's still walking around with his fucking pants down, getting drilled by everything in the game. It's just funny. It's just funny, man. It's just funny. Okay. All right. Leave Thor and donkey shit. Unfortunate. All right. Venom, dude. I'm not really sure. Like, I've seen quite a bit of Venom. He seems pretty tanky. I don't think he's god tier, but I think he's really good. I think he's good.
He might be S tier.
He might be S tier. What would make him S tier? The ability to flank rocket beacon could be really good.
No, you don't do that as the tank. You just like you tell one of your DPS to do that. But like what you do is you chase, like if you don't have a DPS that can break the beacon and you can't spend your time doing it as Venom either because you don't have the mobility or the uptime. Like, you need to be on the team.
Shot by everything in the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just shoot the rocket on cooldown. That's all you do as Venom is you just dive rocket.
That's true.
I think Venom was A tier last patch, but he's S tier this patch because of the meta shift. Like, look at the things that are an A
and his ult
and an S. Like,
his ult one shots with rocket ult, right?
Yes,
if it's rocket mirrors, his ult one shots now. Yes.
Yes. Rocket being better means that Venom gets better because he's good into rocket and with rocket.
Yep.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. He's also good into Namor. He's good into Hela. He's good into Hawkeye. He's good into Adam.
True. And the Psylocke Psylocke doesn't do enough damage to just shit on him. And the Hawkeye. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I think he's us. I just think he's really good. I want
to see the combos too. I'm looking forward to some Venom one-shot combos with the rocket beacon too. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then he also enables Spider-Man, who also has really good matchups into the meta heroes too.
Question as well, if Rocket's ult is used defensively and it gives his team more shields, Venom gets more shields based on the damage he does, right? Does that shield count to the amount of shields that Venom gets too?
Yes, it does.
Cake, S tier for sure. Cake.
Yeah.
Okay. I still think Bucky's A tier, but I'm curious what you would say. I think the nerfs mattered.
He's still A.
I think he's still A.
For sure.
I think he's again. He can stop so much shit in the game.
His team up with Cap is decent because of the amount of shields it gives you. It's like a lot of good survivability. I don't know if you'll ever play Cap and Bucky together.
I did today, actually. It's insta peel to your team. I cleared so many Psylocks. Like, if I saw them being dove, I turn around and use it just to cover the ground and force the Psy out quickly.
Yeah. The hook nerf did hurt, but it's still hook. It's still really good. His ult nerf did hurt too. Like, there's a break point where you could ult somebody and then use his like uppercut thing, and that would like kill them. It would one shot them. But that breakpoint's gone, so that hurts too. But he's still A. Like, if you're playing into Groot mirrors too, Bucky's still really, really, really good.
Okay.
With and against Groot, and because Groot's the best tank, naturally Bucky's gonna follow.
Yep. And so, following Bucky, speaking of Groot being good, let's talk about one of the DPS that's very good into Groot as well. Probably the best pick into Groot, Wolvie. Good old Logang. A tier. I think he's slow. I heard people say he's slowed down a bit, but I actually had somebody be like, somebody told me today, get off Iron Fist, go Wolverine. I was like, fuck no, dude. What are you talking about? I'm fucking smacking. Like, then I 1v5'd on point against Triple Flyer. Who Iron Fist is actually not that bad into the Flyers. It's kind of funny.
Into Flyers. He's very good into Flyers.
I love that personally. Yeah. I think it makes things interesting. But yeah, Wolvie, I think it's still very solid. I don't think there's much to say on Wolvie. You know,
well, there is like the change to the rage was a big deal because they made it to where when you were slashing people, you build less rage. And that's relevant because when you grab someone in the past, you could build the rage enough to where when they got bubbled, you could break the bubble and still have like a second left before your empowered mode ran out. And so you lost like 100, maybe 200 damage. Because now whenever you grab someone and they're bubbled, you can't break the bubble. And the bubble eats your entire grab. And because they have the same cooldown of 12 seconds, Mag will always bubble your grab.
And I just made Mag even better.
It made Mag better. It made Wolverine worse. And also, Emma being added to the game made Wolf worse. Because she just grabs you and kicks you into her team and you die. She can also be completely immoved. Like, Thing, when he is grabbed, there's like a micro stun to him, and then Wolf can just slash at him constantly and does like do a bunch of damage to him. You're not going to move him, but you're going to do a lot of damage. That doesn't happen with Emma. You just fly right past her. You can't even interact with her, and she could just grab you. So Emma counters Wolf. Thing gives Wolf. I think Thing is the worst matchup for Wolf in the game, not just because he can't be moved, but whenever he charges and he knocks you in the air, like he just runs around in a circle, it's so boring.
And Iron Fist is so much better into that. Iron Fist is so much better into both of
you
those
literally
matchups.
Can't play. And then he slams and you can't dash and you can't do anything and you're just 50 feet in the air and it's just AIDS. Like,
yeah, makes sense.
And then that on top of the mag bubble, like the problem with Wolf is they just made his counter, like his losing matchups worse, and they added another losing matchup into the game. So if Emma's gone and Mag is gone and Thing is gone, Wolf is really good. He goes up to S tier.
But too many of those are played consistently. You can't get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, another fun one here. Mr. F. I have no fucking idea where to put. I saw him do way more damage. He was doing way more damage in the games I saw him.
This guy is either hard selling the game or doing everything. It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Just beating another B tier. What was another example of like extremes? Cap? Like, is he kind of like another Cap where it's like we don't fucking know where to put him?
No, I think he's C. I still, like, after all the Mr. Fs I've seen do well, I still don't think he's that good. Like,
well, I'll put him in C just because I don't fucking care
just-
about this character at all.
yeah,
I don't know.
he
I
just
don't know what to
falls
say.
over. He just falls over to Hawkeye, bro.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's
and new Iron Fist too is
Hela,
so good
Iron
into him.
Fist.
New Iron
Yeah,
Fist is so fucking
Psylocke
good.
shreds him too.
Yeah, we'll put him in C.
Even Star-Lord, Torch, like
oh yeah,
can't
he can't do
interact
shit
with
to
Torch at all.
Torch.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with good old Susan. All right. Where were we putting
S tier.
Susan? It's still S tier. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's insane. Jessica Alba changed my life. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna
Minus
put her,
50.
I'd put her there for Jessica Alba alone. So
Yeah.
name Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Holy shit. All right. The Thing. I think he's solid too. I think he's so good. I think
He's
he's
rock
nasty.
solid.
Dude, we're getting old, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's A.
A
He's
tier. Solid
Yeah.
pick. Not much to say about him. I mean, he's right about where he was, but the real kicker, the real change. I'm sorry for not talking about the Thing too much. He's literally pretty much the exact same as he was last season. Like he's still very
His
strong.
nerf didn't matter.
Great. Is he nerfed in the meta? Is that what he said?
No, he got nerfed. Like his dash, it gave you 35% DR, and now it gives you 30.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Not
he's
not
a little.
real, yeah.
He's a little worse because
Flyers like Johnny
Hawkeye's-
Storm.
Hawkeye
too?
just destroys him.
Mhm.
Johnny destroys him. Rocket Punisher destroy him.
Mhm.
So like high
But
damage comps give him a hard time, but it's not enough to push him out of A tier.
Yeah, and he's still so good in ranked for all the metal rank players out there. He's still going to be nasty in your
Yeah.
games. You know who else is going to be nasty in your fucking games? Biggest jump on the tier list in the history of Marvel Rivals. Johnny
Yep.
fucking Storm. S tier, bro. It
S tier.
blew my
Top.
fucking mind. So here's what they
Yep.
did to him, guys. And I wish they did this in my goddamn unranked GM, but god damn it. There was a big delay in between his left click primary fire and his right click fireballs, right? So if you tried to cycle between them, the delay was so long you couldn't combo anybody. They basically removed, if I'm not mistaken, they did remove it altogether. So you can just go left click, right click, left click, and just go boom, 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 and burst somebody instantly. I honestly kind of miss the old slam. They gave him shields when he slams, which is really good when he actually uses it. And I guess because they made up I wish they had done like more versatility on the slam, like a lower cooldown, maybe more like you could use it up in the air. But dude, holy fuck, this guy smacks now. Absolutely smacks. His damage output is unbelievable. He's got insane mobility in the air. He's hard to hit, and his ult. What's the big combo with his ult you were talking about?
Okay, so I just want to add to that quickly as well, is that Torch's dash as well, like his slam, gives you a shield now, which is so massive for the survivability of the character. Everything that can kill Torch, he can now survive because you can slam for the HP. Like Spider-Man, I know you were complaining about Spider-Man whenever you're doing your unranked GM. Torch can now just slam and survive the cooldown, and there's like a 5 or 6 second window where you're vulnerable after that because of his reset is shorter than yours. But that's completely playable, and if you just have the discipline to like chill and wait for the Spider-Man to see what he does before you peek out again.
And you have a combo now. You can combo kill him with left click, right click, left click. So 100%.
Yeah. Also, his team up as well as Sue is really good. It lets you survive.
It's so
like,
nice. It's
everything
so
that would
nice.
counter Torch if you play with Sue is just completely removed unless they're like doubled up. Like if you're playing in Spider-Man and Hela, don't play Torch. But if it's only one of them, you can deal with it with the team up especially. But yeah, so right now, if you play Groot and Torch and you just grab Torch every single fight or as consistently as possible, you will win the game. And the only counter is Mag. So you go into ranked, duo 2 Torch grab, ban Hela, ban Mag. You'll win every game.
Yeah, 100%. Nasty. Insane character. Yeah. He'll get nerfed. I think he will get nerfed. He will get changed by the midseason for sure. Okay. Ultron's on here. We're not going to talk about Ultron yet. But Emma freaking Frost, from my games that I've seen her, she's actually been like, she's not a throw pick. I think she's pretty good. I actually think she's hard counters some of the best characters in the game. I don't think she's S tier, but I do think she's A. Where would you put her?
Yeah, A tier.
A tier?
I think she's above Thing.
Above Thing?
Below Group Mag.
Okay. It's solid. Good character, honestly. Like, dude, her combo is so satisfying, too. Just fucking grab somebody and body them immediately. Holy fucking shit. Insane.
Her grab's really good in the melee areas, especially in metal ranks. Her ult is insane. Her crystal is really good. She just doesn't have, like, the ability to deal with ranged damage in the same way that Groot and Mag do.
Yeah.
She's not as tanky as Groot, and she can't mitigate like Mag, so...
Yeah, but she's still very, very solid. Very, very cool. A surprising addition to the game. All the Marvel characters you think they put in, Emma Frost, a lot of people hadn't heard her. But again, just like Susan Storm, top search results, man. They're popping with these characters.
Where's Blade, guys? Where's Blade?
Where's Blade? He's sleeping in he's fucking sleeping in
Wakanda.
He's sleeping in Wakanda, dude. Go wake his ass up. Let's go.
Yeah.
But no, dude, honestly, I've been pretty pleased with the season so far. I was nervous about the patch. It's played better than I thought, at least in ranked. I think the issues with ranked come more from like the system itself, and it's never going to be perfect. So, but I've actually been having a lot of fun this season. And where can people find you guys and support your team?
Yeah, so you can find my stream at Lyte PK on Twitch. I stream as often as I can. You can follow FlyQuest Rivals on Twitter, Lyte PK on Twitter as well. I think the next tournament for MRC is coming up. I want to say like April, I think, or not April. I think it's like May, June is when like the Swiss bracket ends and stuff like that. And as far as like any other official tournament announcements, I'm not too sure, but they shouldn't be too much further away. So I just stay tuned for that.
Okay, perfect, dude. Well, thank you for coming
before we sign it off.
Yeah.
Before we sign it off, we got to order the tier list, bro.
Oh, we do have to fucking order the tier list.
We have to order the tier list.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, tanks and S tier, Groot or Mag?
Groot first, Mag second.
Okay, so, DPS, Hela.
Torch. No.
He's insane. His damage is fucking ridiculous.
Psylocke.
People are gonna get
Psylocke
better.
third. Psylocke third.
Oh, Psylocke third.
You could argue between Psylocke 2 and Torch 2. I don't really think.
Then Namor.
I think that's fine.
Oh, what about Venom?
Namor, yeah.
Venom third for sure.
Yeah, third tank.
Okay, then what about supports?
Rocket 1.
Loki 2.
Loki 2. Luna 3. Sue 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, A tier. Start with tanks. I think it's just Banner. Or no, Banner thing.
It's just Banner.
Banner thing.
Oh, Emma's there too.
Emma's there. We're done.
It goes Emma thing Banner.
Emma thing Banner. Cool.
Yeah.
DPS. I think
Ooh.
Bucky's up here for sure. This is interesting.
I think
they're all kind of niche.
Yeah, they're all really close.
Let's just
Iron Fist is the worst, I think.
Yeah, I think Iron Fist is the worst of the A tier DPS. Hawkeye's damage is crazy. It's too situational.
Bucky.
It's too situational.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
All four of those are extremely close. I think between Hawkeye, Bucky, and Wolf, they're like all extremely close together and interchangeable. I think Iron Fist is definitely the weakest of those.
I agree for sure. He's the easiest to swap against. And then there's just fucking Adam as support. Okay. B tier tanks. Probably Strange, right?
I don't know, bro.
These two, I don't fucking know about these two.
Let's go on a whim. New season, new tier list. Let's put Cap above Strange.
That's ballsy. But honestly, I've seen Cap stall forever. And like for lower ranked players, that can be fucking annoying as shit. DPS, I think Star-Lord's got to be the top. Star-Lord and Punisher got to be the top. Yeah, you're right. Punisher because of volatility. Then Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Then I think Widow's so niche. Like if you're a Widow one trick and you're a hit scan player, like you'll get a lot of value. But I know I think she's good.
Let's put her below Spider-Man, I think.
Sure, and then Squirrel Girl is really niche. So is Storm. So Storm, if you have the Johnny, would be the top, one of the top ones here.
Move Adam down to B. I think the reason Mantis is in B is the same reason as Adam too.
I think Adam's a bit better than Mantis though, so I'll rank him above her.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is a solid placement for now. Tanks in C tier. Peni is the only one. Then we get the DPS. I would say Iron Man's got to be the highest one there, probably. Then,
I think it's Moon Knight.
Where's Moon Knight? Oh, here he is. Here's Moon Knight. Yeah, we'll put Moon Knight first, Iron Man second, Witch third, Mr. F last, then Jeff above Cloak, I think, because he does have the situations where he can be good, and Cloak is like...
Because he has an ult.
Yeah, he has an ult. He does have an ult.
Put Mr. F at the top of C tier, actually. He has to be better than the other three.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Surely after all those buffs, right?
Surely. I've seen some kids go fucking crazy with him. And then, honestly, these characters are so donkey shit, it doesn't even matter. They don't deserve to get... They don't even deserve it. They don't even deserve it. They do not even deserve it. All right, guys, well, that's our tier list at the start of Season 2. We're going to circle back at some point to see how it actually aged. There are a couple ones I'm pretty curious about, but I've been having a lot of fun this season. I'm actually enjoying the game, which is great. So shout out to the NetEase team. We appreciate you guys. Nerf Hela though, guys. Come on, this is ridiculous.
Please, come on, guys.
Come on, let's get
the alpha
down. It's been since the alpha. It's been a year. No king, or I guess no queen in this case, reigns forever. So yeah, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that sub button if you're new. Take care. Much love. Peace out.
See you guys.